What up, my friends? Welcome to Daisy's Garden. And today, I had an experience the other day, and it was pretty cool, and I wanted to explain what happened, because it ties in with what I talk about very much, because it has to do with lucid dreaming, but I was conscious. So this is a very odd thing to have happen, because obviously normally lucid dreaming is when you are sleeping. You are in a dream and then you become conscious that you're in a dream. So then your persona, in a way, like the awareness that you obtain and you possess, becomes aware inside of a dream, and then you're essentially living in a dream with the same awareness that you use to inhabit this reality. I was laying in bed and it was late at night. The past few days I've been having these strange feelings where I'll feel like I'm in a dream, but a weird kind of blurriness, like a very unattached sort of feeling. And so I was able to use that and just, really find inner self and really just detach from external stimulus and just really feel internally. I was doing that a lot, and so I was laying down and I had my eyes closed. I opened my eyes and honestly, it scared me a little bit. Like, I learned a lot about that experience, because it only lasted a few seconds, because it freaked me out enough to where I was able to just kind of snap out of it real quick. But it taught me why did I resist it? So there's that cool little questioning that comes up, because self-deception is easy to have happen. So I feel like I've been a little too overconfident in myself. Obviously it's good to be confident, and it's something that I learned. Like, maybe I've just been a little too overconfident, and that's why I ended up having a little freak-out experience to it. I've lucid dreamed, a few times. I had one that was pretty recent. There's a specific feeling that you get when it's weird. It's like, because in a lucid dream, you're unconscious, right? This reality, you're unconscious. It's like you become aware of your unconsciousness, and then that becomes a new type of consciousness, because you're unaware of an unawareness, or you're aware of an unawareness. So it's a very strange thing, but that's just, in a nutshell, how I perceive lucid dreaming to be and how I've experienced it to be. And it was a very similar situation where, I was perceiving this reality, but everything was blurrier. I was just pretty much aware of just me, but I realized it was very hard to put into words. I just felt like me. Man, it's just one of those things. This is one of those things that it's fun to try to tell the story about, but it's also hard to kind of explain the story at the same time, because it's an experience that can't be transferred to words, essentially. So I'm just trying to do my best. One of the best ways I'll be able to explain it is just becoming aware of being unconscious, and then that becoming your new consciousness. It's not so much as coming back, but I guess I was still Vinny enough when I was having that experience to where I was able to bust out of it. Because obviously, if it freaked me out, then I couldn't have totally been in it, you know what I mean? But I was getting a glimpse of it, a strong glimpse, and I felt like I was dying, and I felt like I was facing it, and I resisted it. So that taught me a little something to reflect about, but it also feels good to be like, hey, maybe I have been a little too overconfident, but that's good though, because then I use that as a stepping stone, because I know it's good, because you can't get down on yourself. There's no reason, because that's not, negative emotions serve no purpose, because they don't change. Even with positivity, you can put good energy onto people, and being around them can help bring their spirits up. Same with negativity, but at the same time, for yourself, they don't really serve a purpose. You don't need to rely on emotions to affect your inner state. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. It's very, very cool. I would recommend trying to lucid dream if you haven't before. It's a very fun experience to have. For me, a good way of having a lucid dream is to either, right when you wake up early, and then when you wake up, just tell yourself that you're going to have a lucid dream. You like fully have the intention that you're going to lucid dream, and just keep repeating it in your inner dialogue until you fall asleep. I mean, you can. For me, I just find it easier because you're already in a dreamlike state, so it's easier just to fall back into it for me. But obviously, before you go to bed at night, same thing. Just have the intention that you will do it, and just keep repeating it until you fall asleep. And for me, I haven't had 100% success, but it's definitely been there. So give it a shot. It's really fun. And yeah, so I hope this was worth it to you for watching. Thank you for watching, if you so choose to. And of course, never forget those nature baths and prana breaths to keep you grounded in the present moment. My friends, see you later, guys.